The brand new James Bond film is finally here, and I couldn't be more excited to talk about it considering it is my most anticipated film of 2021. So, if you want to know what I think of the film, then let's get to it. Welcome back, my fellow film fans. This is Let's Be Royal Brad. Today on the channel, I want to talk about the brand new British-American spy film called No Time to Die. It is the 25th film in the official Eon Productions James Bond series. The film stars Daniel Craig in his fifth and final outing as the fictional British MI6 agent James Bond. The film is directed by Cary Joji Fukunaga, being his first film in the series. This film is about James Bond, who has left active service. His piece is short-lived when Felix Leiter, an old friend from the CIA, turns up asking for help, leading Bond onto the trail of a mysterious villain armed with dangerous new technology. As a die-hard fan, I have been waiting too damn long to watch this film, considering that this is the longest time we haven't had a new Bond film, being over 6 years, which was affected slightly by the pandemic. After waiting all these years for this new film, I have to say that this was worth waiting for. No Time to Die was everything that I wanted from a new spy thriller film, as it made me so happy and excited while watching. Let's plunge right into my positives because I have a lot with this one, so let's start with the acting. For Daniel Craig's final role as 007, he was genuinely extraordinary, giving it his all for this movie, and he continually proved again that he is my favorite and best Bond of all time. He brought the emotion into this one, genuinely breaking down this character through the culmination of all the movies we have seen. Returning members like Ralph Fiennes as M, Ben Whishaw as Q, Naomi Harris as Moneypenny were great in the film. Léa Seydoux as Madeleine was fantastic, as she had perfect chemistry with Daniel Craig, giving a very passionate and dominant performance, becoming one of my favorite Bond girls. Newcomers like Rami Malek as the new villain Safin was also fantastic, giving the character a sinister and cold-hearted performance. Lashana Lynch was also great, as well as one of the new 000 agents. My next positive is with the visual effects. With the film having a $250 to $300 million budget, this film should look and feel as grand as it can be, and it does. There is an excellent use of practical effects that the entire film always looks authentic. With the visual effects being so damn marvelous, I found the action sequences flawlessly crafted and succeeded with such professionalism. They were exciting, stimulating, and bombastic that kept me on the edge of my seat. The action sequences are particularly memorable, entertaining, and seem challenging to shoot, which shows how much effort there was to make this film look awesome. The rest of the technical aspects, like the directing, editing, production design, and music, were practically seamless in this film. Fukunaga's directing was phenomenal in this one, giving this Craig series the burst of enthusiasm it needed. It created some very passionate and beautiful looking shots that told me everything I needed to know. The editing is also grand, being in the top 3 best edited films in the franchise. The production design is also excellent, as classic Bond production designer Sir Ken Adam would be very proud. It is because it looks and feels like a classic Bond film, which I loved so much. Now, I have to talk about the score of this film because it is incredible. The legend himself, Hans Zimmer, composed a score, and he knocked it out of the park. It was truly electric and explosive, with having each piece of music fitting the movie perfectly. The theme song, No Time to Die, performed by Billie Eilish, is also beautifully impactful and impressive. The lyrics are great, as it fits into the film perfectly, especially when you have seen the film. Now, let's dive into some of the negatives I have with this movie, which is the screenplay. I think this will be the main negative in every single review of this film. It is because it has the basis of a classic Bond story that we've had glimpses of in previous films, but not to the standard we Bond fans are used to seeing. For many people, they may not enjoy how over the top the film is, calling back to the classic save the world from mass destruction Bond films rather than the more grounded Craig films we have seen. But for me, I enjoyed this quite a bit because the series has always been gradually building up to this. However, I will have to criticize the screenplay a little bit because while I love this kind of classic Bond story, I wish the film dove more into what was going on with this elaborate plan. I also felt that the villain Safin is a pretty good villain who is quite menacing and an actual threat to Bond. It's disappointing that he is an underwritten character considering he has a perfect intro and then taken out of the movie for quite some time. Overall, No Time to Die matched my expectations as a Bond fan and a cinephile, as it has all the significant action, characters, technical aspects, and a perfect ending to this beautiful Daniel Craig series. This film is a must-see in the cinema, as I cannot wait to watch this film 5 times more, hopefully all at the movie theater. I am giving No Time to Die an 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for checking out my review, as I want to know below in the comment section, what is your favorite James Bond film and who do you think will be the next James Bond? I am very excited to hear your thoughts. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like if you want to, and ring that notification bell so I can see you all in the following review.